Welcome back guys, and some of you are probably wondering how do you get any more spicy for my mono green deck, and there's only one answer, and that is with a Dimir artifact deck. But it just doesn't sound too bad on paper, but then we delve in a little bit deeper and you realise we're not only a Dimir artifact deck, we're a Dimir artifact discard deck. And for those of you who want a general reference for how janky a deck is, the answer is the more words I put in the title, the more janky it is. So like stuff like Marionette Master Reanimator combo, that tends to be not as strong as something like Mardu Vehicles. But this deck is like I said, it's artifact discard, nothing else needs to be said. But essentially what we're trying to abuse is the power of Brawl's expertise into Witness the End. Because by itself it's an incredible tempo play, but even if they have no cards in hand, you Baral's expertise bounce some of their permanents into their hand, and then they have to immediately discard it with Witness the End, which is both hilarious and devastating when it works. I mean, there's nothing more brutal than like bouncing two cards and then they have to instantly discard the best things they have. But of course they're both rare. Well, Baral's expertise is a rare, so we can't rely on that too much. So we have the artifact themed shell around it with stuff like Alchemist Files, Implements of Malice, and then stuff like Scrap Troll. Okay, get back in the deck there, sir. So we have a lot of artifacts, as you can see, what's available here, and then we essentially play out as a control deck. So we also run a lot of Planeswalkers. We also run a couple bits of removal like Fatal Push, Battle of the Bridge, and Yeheni's expertise. So you can see what we're doing, and then for our discard suite, of course, we run a Herald of Anguish, which is the best card in this deck by far. 4 Implement of Malice, which is a pretty decent card. 3 Whispers of Emrakul, which we can get Delirium in this deck. The way we get Delirium being, we have like land, artifact, creature, planeswalker, instant sorcery. So we have quite the selection. Obviously, you're never going to have Delirium turn 2, but it's still not the worst thing in the world to make them discard something randomly on turn 2. And then that's really the deck. If you're wondering why Mechanized Production is in here, it's because I just thought this wasn't janky enough. Honestly, this probably should just be a Fatal Push or another Foundry Inspector, but I just thought, last time I ran a Mechanized Production in a deck, I never drew it. We've got to go for it, We run artifacts, it'd be rude not to. And yeah, that's really the deck. 1 Inventor's Fair, 4 Evolving Wilds again for triggering Revolt, and it can help you get Delirium. There's no Renegade maps in the deck because I kind of feel Evolving Wilds does that role better, and you don't really need 8 tap lands that can get a bit out of control. And there's also no Marionette Master in the deck. I'm heartbroken as well, I just couldn't find the room for it. We need our win conditions to be a bit more reliable. So we just run safe stuff like Obnixilis, Gearhulk, and like Herald of Anguish and stuff. But like I said, this deck is not really refined, and I've actually been working on it with a person called Pikeworm. We've known each other quite a while now, and we generally just throw deck lists at each other. We've actually been working on Discord for like 2 seasons now, and you saw the black-white one. That was my best attempt from last season, and I thought let's try and raise the odds here. And I think he's running a Grixis version. He's not running artifacts. He's running more like possessed scab sort of stuff, and it seems pretty potent. But we're going to be going with my version today, and I'll make changes. We're having a bit of a debate over Vessel or Malignity or Whispers of Emrakul. At the minute I'm slightly leaning towards Whispers, but I am open to change. But let's just hope we can get some pretty good games on the ladder here. We're on the play, which is a good sign. Rank 31, so we're not going to be getting them easy wins anymore. Okay, 6 land it. We've got to keep. No, we can't keep. It's so tempting. No, I'm going to mulligan. I should have kept. Okay, this is just better either way, it's fine. Well, we actually have a pretty good curve, so we want to play the Von Lads. It sucks that we can't hold up Fatal Push, you know what I mean, but we're essentially going 2-drop, 3-drop here. Of course, Officer's Epiphany is just a draw 2 in this deck. But let's see if we get punished, and we do. Nice. I was just thinking I wasn't getting punished enough recently, but we should be fine here. That is not the scariest creature we could have seen. It's not Kithian, let's put it that way. and we get to slam this thing down, turn 3 off his Epiphany, and then we just win the game. It's that simple. We get our blue down. We don't want to show him the Inventor's Fair until we have some more artifacts on the field. And then we can go from here. We can now trigger a Revolt with the Implement of Malice as well, which is pretty nice. But let's see if our opponent is playing Vampires of 30 or a janky deck. We haven't the data is still out yet. That 2-drop will decide this. At least it's not Fury Blade Vampire. Okay, they are definitely on the Mono Black Vampires, or maybe Mono Black Aggro. Pygar. I don't know, it's because I know Legends video Mono Black won, so I was dreaming for a second. I was playing Legend, but then I realised that it's like 5 in the morning my time, so that might be a bit ambitious. It would be pretty spectacular. We could put a Scrap Bowler here. It blocks pretty well, but it doesn't get us an artifact back yet. I like just taking the big hit here, drawing 2 cards, and then assessing our options next turn. Because then next turn we can go like Scrap Shoulder plus discard, and then we can, if the Scrap Shoulder dries, we can get back the discard and stuff. But plus, you know, we've got 2 Yahenni's Expertise in the deck. That would be pretty nice to draw. Okay, that is something I might want to Fatal Push over his other creatures right now. Unfortunately, this implement can only be activated at sorcery speed, so we can't trigger a Revolt on his turn for that. But I mean, I can just kill that thing. Killing the 2/3 might just be the best option. Okay, there we go. We're drawing 2 cards here. We're still on 16 life. We're doing okay. 2 lands. Well, at least we can trigger Revolt soonish. Witness the end. Do I just go for Witness, or do I get my board out? I think I can wait one more turn the Witness. I think I go like this, and then hold up Fatal Push, and then I can decide what I want to do with that. Like if he attacks him with a vehicle, I can trade off with the Gifted Etherborn, kill his vehicle, and then next turn I can Witness the End, plus get pretty much I'll empty his hand next turn. And then we're just hoping for a decent draw. This does mean we're not going to get value off our Scrap Trawler, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. This is a big hit. That's mighty unfortunate. 5, 7, 8. Well, we're getting hit for like 12 here, but we'll be able to kill 2 creatures, so hopefully we can come back from that. And we get to empty his hand next turn, so he might struggle to be able to crew up his vehicle. If he attacks all out anyway, because he'll be empty-handed with the Implement plus the Witness the End. So, let's see if he attacks with everything. If he doesn't, that's unfortunate. Well, actually, I guess it's 6 and 2 3s, isn't it? We can just trade off here instead, and then Fatal Push the Aether Sphere. So now we don't have to worry about him being able to crew up that, and then we wait for end step to kill the thing. Kill you. So now we empty his hand, we get hit for 3, plus whatever he top decks. And then Liliana's tempting. Liliana's really tempting. He can't even kill it. We can Liliana get a card out of his hand. He's tapped out as well, so he can't even use that ability. I think Liliana might just be right. And of course use the Implement here. Because that's a decent play. And then we'll crack this thing. Okay, we got the Planeswalker suite going, although our life total might be a bit too low for Obnixilis. But we can play our role modes, get a second blue here. Ideally we draw Baral's Expertise off the top, that would be our best draw. We got rid of the land, so if our opponent does nothing this turn, like he doesn't go too insane, then we can go off, because we'll be able to empty his hand. That's good. I guess he's in a situation where he has to essentially sacrifice his Walking Ballista if he wants to take Liliana off the field this turn. Which is what he's going to do, it looks like. I'm fine with that. Liliana killed the creature and bought me some time. We can now Obnixilis minus on the Gifted Aetherborn, and then we should be gold. As long as he doesn't have another Fleet Wheel Cruiser. Or I could just empty his hand. No, I think it's right to get Obnixilis down while the board isn't too terrifying. Like, we can save this Witness the end for if we draw Brawl's Expertise. It'll let me crack my Evolving Wilds. Get my blue. Yeah, I think it's right to just minus with Orb. It's so tempting to get his last two cards out of his hand though. And then just do it next turn. Then if he plays a creature, it's so bad for us, but we get his last two cards, which are his best cards. I'm gonna go for it. You know, we're playing a discard deck, we're gonna go for it, you know. If he top decks a land or an unplayable, then we're just gonna take over this game very quickly. But like, we know he's had to make a decision, so we know we get his best cards here. What did we get? Murder and Aether Poison there, that's not too good actually. I hope he doesn't play a creature here, we get punished. We get punished for being greedy, we could have just played Orb. Live fast, I'm fine with that. He gets to draw two cards, but now we get to... as long as it's not a 2-drop, we get to kill this creature, and then we can start drawing some more cards here, hopefully hitting some good stuff. We haven't really drawn many artifacts this game, we only seen, well, I guess we've seen 3, but... okay. Just take down. And now he's only got one card in hand, and then we are on 8 life, so we do want to watch out, but I'm definitely going to be drawing at least a couple cards here. Well, at least one, so then I have the option to minus Obnixilis as well. That's a good one, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, you know. That's a good card. Hopefully he never gets in a situation where he can crew it, but well, we get his last card out of his hand here. And we get to draw a card ourselves. So, I guess that wasn't the worst draw, so we get to cantrip essentially. More land is not good for us. Okay, there's a Foundry Inspector, so that was one way he could have crewed it. Okay, so he's playing off the top of his deck. It's worrying that he can't play it, could just be a removal spell, but... okay, that's a fantastic draw. I'm going to discard this land most likely. No, we might as well discard you. So I mean, we're hoping he just keeps whiffing here, and then we'll draw like a, I don't know, what are we looking to draw? Brawl's Expertise, I don't know, Witness End, some more card draw would be nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's... I mean, we're not over it yet. We have Battle for the Bridge, we have like a load of cantrips, Alchemist Files and stuff. Yeah, we're down to 2 life here, but we do have outs in our deck, so... we will continue playing here, although that was a mighty fine top deck by our opponent. I don't know, I stand by the play of exiling his stuff there. The Sky Sovereign was like the best card. Like if we'd hit a Sky Sovereign or something. When we just got unfortunate timing with our discard spells. Well, ask for the Battle for the Bridge. And ye shall deliver. So that's 8 life there. Back up to 10. If he just misses and we just like draw, I don't know, like a little Jace or something, we can just take over this game very quickly. We just need him to keep missing. Okay, he missed, nice. Okay, so we're both empty-handed, we're both playing off the top of our deck. He's on 30 life, I'm on 10. I'm going to start holding land in hand because we don't need too much more. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, he hit land as well. We are on top deck wars here. I feel like I've drawn a lot of land this game, but I can't really complain too much. I should have complained more. Okay. This is unfortunate. I don't know, like Planeswalker or something would be nice. Just some way to close out this game. Well, it's not the best draw, but at least it makes the Alchemist Vials cheaper. It counts as an artifact. Statistically though, he will hit eventually, although 3 power creatures haven't looked too common in this deck. Live fast, good draw from there. He might have found something here. Okay, Aether Poison is not going to do it. By itself anyway. Okay, he's passing. Alchemist Vial is a good draw. Well, it's a decent draw, I guess. It's a redraw more than anything else. It counts as an artifact as well, I guess. That's worth something. Okay, yeah, we get to go off here. We'll get his last card out of his hand. But first we'll look for our best artifact here, which I think is just a Noxious Gearhulk. Just as a big life gain creature and stuff. And then we can sacrifice his last card. It's most likely a land, but might as well try and keep his hand empty here. Okay, it was a fail push. That's decent, I guess. Question is, do we attack? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we can Noxious Gearhulk if he draws nothing next turn on the Aether Poisoner. Okay, he drew nothing, so we just try and close out this game quickly here. We have the Alchemist Vial to essentially buy us a turn, so we have a decent clock coming out. Yeah, I was expecting that attack. We're not going to take the trade, we'll just go down to 9. And then, we want this thing to stay around, because it's a 3 power creature, which is actually a decent clock. And we can hopefully just... race him here. It's going to be difficult, but we do have 8 power essentially, and he has drawn off the top of his deck. He has seen 10 lands in the top 30. I guess isn't terrible, but if he keeps whiffing eventually, and we have the Alchemist Vial to buy us some more time. So if the top of our deck is kind to us, I'm going to play the Evolve ones but not crack it in case I draw Fatal Push. Actually, I think we might have seen both our Fatal Push. No, we've only seen one, so I guess we'll keep it here. Yeah, he drew another land, nice. So we get to try and race him here to see who's top of the deck is kinder to them. That's a good one. I think I'll just Tezzeret minus, and then it's better than just random land. And then we still have the Alchemist Vial protection. And we have him on a 3-turn clock exactly here, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, I'll just keep passing, and then like Tezzeret can start plussing, making more artifacts and making his minus better and stuff. Okay, so he's passing again, that's good for us. That's the draw we were after. There's the draw we were after. Okay, this game is very much close to being over now. It was close, but he's going to need some spectacular draws to get him out of this. And he did have some pretty good draws involved in there somewhere. Guess we'll do this properly and hold up some mana. I shouldn't have played out that land, but I guess I got a bit excited. Tap you and then tap you. Actually no, definitely not tap the Vile God. Don't know what I was thinking there. Get his last card out of his hand. Probably a land. But no another fail push. So, but we have the Alchemist Vial and we are just present. Yeah, okay, so we got him. That was a good game. That my discard wasn't too effective, but we did manage to outlast him. And with some kindly top decks, such as that battle of the bridge was huge. Although in the end we actually didn't need the life total, but it was a removal spell we needed. And yes, we managed to win the game there through some pretty nice stuff. Didn't even draw a sweeper, and yeah, I'm pretty shocked we managed to take a win, to be honest. By the way, if you're wondering why my my coin count is so low. I ended up deciding out of curiosity how much did all the extras cost, like every single extra in the game. And bearing in mind I'd already bought a couple, like I'd already bought the full art lands and I'd already bought a couple of like the avatars and stuff. But it ended up costing like 11 grand. So I'm pretty broke right now, but I did it for science and out of curiosity. So I might be a bit broke when the next set arrives, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But we might even get back to the stage when we're opening packs on camera, which is always a nice place to be. This hand seems okay. It's not like outstandingly amazing, but we do have the turn 2 Whispers, and then we can decide whether we want to hold back on the Foundry Inspector or wait for the Henny's Expertise, depending on what our opponent does. And we have both our colours. And I mean, I don't know, I just love Whispers of Emrakul. I love making my opponent discard at random. It's just, you know you're going to either mana screw them or get the best threat. It's just a fact. But our opponent leads with red-white, so I'm inclining to think I might just hold up the sweeper rather than play out the Foundry Inspector, but the jury's still out. Maybe he plays like a Cinderglade or something and we have to change our mind. But anyway, let's get a better idea here of what our opponent is playing with. Okay, Aether Sphere, definitely vehicles, but we got a good one out of Xander, got a good target there. We have nothing really to deal with his Aether Sphere Harvester right now, so yeah, definitely Mardu vehicles. Decision moment here. Do we do it? I think honestly, I'll just play out the Vial. Leave a fail push. I think I'm gonna play out the Vial. I don't really want to play Sweeper because I'm just planning on wiping the board immediately. And then we can witness the end now next turn if he does nothing again. And just try and drain his hand here and try and save up for the Sweeper. So, I mean, it costs us if our opponent isn't actually a vehicle deck, but judging by the Mardu lands and the SSV Harvester, I'm putting them on vehicles, and I don't really just want to throw this thing just to kill it like a couple turns later. That's a decent one, but we do have the Sweeper. I think honestly I'm going to witness the end next turn. Hopefully he plays out like a Thalia or something, and then we can go from there. But I like getting 2 cards out of his hand here, and so we've got him for 3 cards already. And then he has to decide whether he keeps his lands good or, you know, stuff like that. He has to make decisions here. It's not nearly as fun playing this deck against the AI because the AI makes its decisions instantly. I like seeing my opponents be a bit miserable. What did we get? Okay, I got another vehicle, I'm fine with that, and we got a land. So, we got 2 vehicles which this hand can't really deal with, which is pretty nice. Some people would say if we were just playing generic blue back control instead of the discard, we'd be running Ancestor vehicle, but of course the opponent has to then just go and ruin it by playing a vehicle there. How selfish of them. I don't know, what are we looking to draw? Office Epiphany would be pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. Fail Push is a good one. We can kill his vehicle if we sacrifice our Alchemist File, but I'm not particularly in a position I want to do that. But it might be the thing to do. Are we playing out a Foundry Inspector, or are we holding back for the sweep? I think I'm going to play out the Foundry, so I get punished for not doing it. Well, actually I guess we haven't tapped out for anything else. But my plan here is if I can trade off with the Veteran Motorist, I then can kill his Aether Sphere Harvester. And then we can go from there. He's down to 2 cards in hand. Okay, Renegade Wheelsmith's a good one. So we actually can't block now, which is pretty unfortunate. Oh, never mind, he kind of killed it for us. So now now this is fantastic. We've got this now. We're gonna wipe his field, and then getting the shock out of his hand. That was good because now we can Fatal Push that thing, and then Yahenni's Expertise next turn. So we get hit for 3 here, but he'll have an empty hand. Essentially our hand is empty as well, but we're having the next draw right now, and if we draw like a Artificer's Epiphany or something, we're just going to go off here. So I'm feeling okay about this. Land, not too good. But I think it's the time to fire off the sweep. We'll be taking like 6 next turn. I'm going to play the Evolving Wilds because we need a second blue. But he's playing off the top of his deck. We got 2 vehicles out of his hand and a land. Okay, Smuggler's Copter, another vehicle, but all is not lost. I'm hoping to draw into some of my card draw here. Some card advantage of Planeswalker. We have a lot of it in the deck. This is the problem I found with this sort of deck. You do need a way to close the game quickly, and unfortunately you kind of rely on the kindness of your deck. I'm just gonna crack this now because I want to draw into something better, and I don't think at 5 mana, I don't think Armada Vehicle's deck is going to. I don't think Amadi's vehicle deck is going to have anything more expensive than 5 mana, so he's probably just going to play out everything from now on. Example A. I mean, we do have good draws in the deck. Herald of Anguish will be very hard for our opponent to overcome. Like I said, Ob Nixilis. Okay, he bottoms a Avacyn and a land. I'm glad that Avacyn is gone. And like in Ob Nixilis, if we minus on the Depala, he then has no way to crew that vehicle, and he has to top deck into a crew. And he loots there, which is a bit staggering. I guess, I don't know. Am I cracking the Evolving Wilds? Yeah, I guess I want more live draws, and I'm not too worried about holding up Revolt. We've already seen 1 Fatal Push. And I think we've seen all the expensive vehicles out of his deck. 2 Aether Sphere Harvesters, etc. Okay, that's the draw we were after. That's the draw we were after. Okay, we can now Foundry into Alchemist File. He's gonna get to loot a lot with his Smuggler's Copter here, but we don't really have much of an alternative. I guess I'll just play out my land. Well, I guess we can. He's gonna draw his cards anyway with the Depala. We can't stop that happening. We can't stop the Smuggler's Copter attacking, which I think I will do at this point. But we just need a finisher. We haven't seen one in the top 20 cards. We have, like I said, we have plenty of options here. Let's see how much mana he sinks into this. Clearly he's going to sink a lot, otherwise he would have played the creature out first. Well, he hits 1. Hits the Toolcraft Exemplar, which he can play. I am going to stop that Copter attacking now. Because he gets to loot as well, which will smooth out his draws even further. And obviously he'll be hitting us for 4 as well, which is pretty nice. But we're hoping for a Herald of Anguish, Ob Nixilis. There's lots of good draws in that deck. Noxious Gearhulk's pretty good, I'm not going to complain at that. Kill his Depala. I think it's better than the Toolcraft. Because we can still trade with the Toolcraft and it stops him drawing all these extra cards. Question is, are we attacking? I think the answer is yes. He can crew if he wants to trade, but I'm absolutely fine trading a Foundry Inspector for a Noxious Gearhulk. And we're kind of putting him on no removal at this point. We just have to hope he doesn't have it. And we still have the second Alchemist File, which I might have to sacrifice either way. Inventor's Apprentice. Battle for the Bridge would be a fantastic draw. Interestingly, he's crewing with that over anything else. Are we using the Alchemist File? I'm going to say yes. We get punished badly here if we draw another. Well, actually, no, we don't have to worry about Fatal Push. I don't know. I think it's right. I think it's right to just almost try and race our opponent here. In a way, anyway. Like, we can attack with our 5-4 here. Get his last card out of his hand. Or is this a land? Yep. So. Are we attacking? Do we... Okay. Are we attacking? If we attack with everything, we take him down to 8 and we get hit for 2, 5, 8 on the backswing. And then he's dead to like a bounce spell. But he does get to loot with Smuggler's Copter. But the longer we wait, he's going to get to attack with the Copter anyway, which is just going to smooth out his draw. I think the right play is to just offer the trade here and attack with both. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's right. I'm going to keep the land in hand in case we draw Artificer's Epiphany. Well, I guess we don't have to worry that with the Noxious Gear Hulk, but just in case he kills it or something. Speedway Fanatic's a good one. Battle for the Bridge. Any of our Planeswalkers. Well, I guess the Planeswalkers are kind of getting less useful now. Yeah, we're really looking for Battle for the Bridge. That would just win us the game, I think. We'd be able to race easily. Well, it'd buy us so much time. But we do have a lot of bad draws in our deck as well, to be honest, though. I don't know. We just have to hope our top of our deck is kind to us. I don't know why he keeps looting with 0 cards in hand. That's non... I mean, I guess he's trying to hit Scrappy Scrounger, maybe? Okay. Think. Ob Nixilis. You're a couple turns too late. If we Ob minus on Speedway on the this thing, then he goes. We take him down to 5, and he's in a difficult situation. I think that's better than plussing and hoping we hit something. I think the right play is to just hope he struggles to find a way to block this thing next. If it hits a land, he's dead. And then and if he doesn't go for the Planeswalker, we get an extra draw as well. So we can get hit for 5, maybe. If he draws a Veteran Motors, we get hit for 6. So our life total is just close enough. I think we're okay. Fleetwheel Cruiser kills us. Not going to play around that. We've already seen so many random vehicles from him though. So it's just this Daredevil Dragster. I don't think we'll be running too many more. That thing is a 3-1? Is it? Okay, he's not attacking now, which is the right play. Implement. I'm going to play the Implement first. We just plus Ob. I think we plus Ob. Yeah, we plus Ob. And then we crack our Implement. And then he's going to have to sacrifice his field here. When is the end? Like if we hit Brawl's Expertise here, we just win. So I think that seems right. Get to cycle. Another witness the end. Okay. We attack, he just probably double traits. Yeah, so but the way he's doing this means Speedway Fanatic can't kill Ob Nixilis, so we're gonna get another draw on top of that. But I think I have to off-take this trade now. And yeah, he is still looting. I'm not entirely sure I agree with that. He is getting rewarded for it though, and he's gonna fire off one of these Witness the Ends to take him down to 3. Not sure what I'm looking by lowering his life total, but it seems worth doing. See, at the top of the deck is kind to him. That's as good as it gets. Ob Nixilis is dead now. He didn't crew the vehicle, he missed that up. Vehicles have haste. So he missed out being able to kill Ob Nixilis there. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. That gives us an extra card here. Although we would die to the Caravan, but I think we're past the point of that mattering. Brawl's Expertise off the top. Come on, please, just once. Just once. Jace is decent as well. So I did to the Caravan, but battle. You've never looked so beautiful in my life. I think I'm going to play Jace. Yeah, because we can actually we can actually like double flashback witness the end to burn him out here if you can't kill Jace. Yeah. So we win next turn if Jace survives. So he has to both kill Jace and do something else there. Smuggler's Copter's not going to do. He's dead. He's dead to the black burn spell. Witness the end. The most powerful burn spell in Duels. Okay, let's do this in style. There's a fail push. Where were you 10 million turns ago? That was a good game. I really enjoyed this. Okay, so Jace flips. We then flashback. Witness the end. Cast Witness the end. I hope I have enough lands for this. I definitely do. Make sure it taps sensibly. It does. Witness the end. And then Witness the end. So that's how you beat modern vehicles. You burn them out with 3 Witness the ends. Okay, that was an awesome game. I'm really happy with that one. I think we're gonna call it quits there because that was a long game. Both them games were fairly long. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm honestly shocked we managed to beat modern vehicles. But what can I say? I'm just a god's gift when it comes to building magic decks. And on that bombshell, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.